There we go. Hi, guys. We are here. We are live. This will be the Crown Jewel prediction show, unpopular view predictions and prophecy show. Doing things a little differently tonight. So just bear with us, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited. We're going to run the intro. We're going to get into this card. Let's get going. Take that down now. We are here. I'm joined with I actually haven't seen you in a really long time, man. This is Evil Dose over here. I have not seen you in quite some time, but I have worked with you before. So welcome to the Predictions and Prophecy show. First time on the show, right?
Yes. I mean, either everyone else is lost or I'm lost. I don't know how I got here. Apparently, I'm outdoors. I don't like being outdoors.
That doesn't matter.
I mean,
this
this is in fact going to be an unpopular review. So yeah, I don't know what happened. Clearly, you know, he told me it was going to be Kat, then he said it was going to be C, then he said it was going to be Steve, then he said it was going to be Ron, then he said it was going to be David, then he said it was going to be Caden, then he said it was going to be Hayden, then he said it was going to be Barb, then he said so. You know, I don't know.
I appreciate you helping me out. I do.
Yeah.
I do. I'm not
I
gonna
mean,
lie.
even Decap wasn't available. Apparently, Matt Riddle was busy.
Oh, you had to go there. Damn. Okay. This is a fun show. I don't know if you know. This is gonna be from Perth, Australia at 8 a.m. tomorrow. So,
Yep, I know. I know that. Yeah, exciting stuff. Perth, all the way on the west coast of Australia. So not only do they have to fly like 16 hours to get to Australia, but then they have to fly another 6 hours to get across the continent.
Right. Funny you mentioned that. Roman Reigns, before we start, Roman Reigns actually said that his head was killing him and he felt really nauseous and sick because of the flight. And I can only imagine that takes the wind out of you, man. It really must.
I think it's because he's pregnant.
I learned something new today. Speaking of, let's go into the first match I think is going to open the show. Roman Reigns, Bronson Reed. I think this opens the show. These guys are running it back again for the second time now. I really don't know much about this because I haven't been watching much WWE myself. I know they've been fighting. They don't like each other. I know they've been stealing each other's shoes back and forth. So, yeah.
In an event called Crown Jewel, where they schlep Roman Reigns all the way over to Australia, they're not going to have him lose to Bronson Reed.
No, absolutely not. Roman's winning 100%. Yeah.
I mean, there might be a beatdown, there might be tsunamis and all of that, but the winner of the match will be Roman Reigns.
I mean, look, these guys don't like each other. They ran it back. Roman did one match. I just want to go into a little history here. They did the one match at Clash of Paris. Yeah, it was Paris. My bad. And they did it. Roman won, and then went to go film Street Fighter. And with Cody Rhodes, by the way. I'm not sure if you know Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns will be in the next Street Fighter movie or the first Street Fighter movie coming out next October. I'm looking forward to it very much as a fan of the game. But yes, you know, this has been a heated feud. I want to bring the picture back up. I really, this has been a heated feud for a while. These guys don't like each other. I just don't know when Roman wins. What's the end game here? Is it going to be, Braun Breaker next? Because everybody wants that match more than this match, right? I think. Everybody wants to see Breaker versus Roman, right?
Yeah, I mean, what's the end game? I guess it's Seth Rollins because he's at the top of the division, unless they have a breakup internally, which that would be fine as well. but the end game isn't the short fat henchman. That much I know.
Right. No, and I think it's fascinating. Just before we move on to the next match, I think it's very fascinating to me that they're running this back again. You know, it's like, what are we doing? Same song and dance, but where's this gonna go? I'm assuming it's gonna be Braun Breaker at, oh God, what's their next one? Survivor Series, I think. War Games, I think's their next one after this. So yeah, I want to say it's War Games. And I think personally, yeah, I think
Right.
it's Braun Breaker versus Roman Reigns at War Games.
Who knows? They announce cards like what's the show in Indianapolis? Is that
that was the WrestlePalooza that just happened?
Yeah, that already happened. All right.
Yes.
So, yeah. So you might be right. The next thing must be Survivor Series. I mean, okay.
Yes. War Games. It's going to be at a baseball field in San Diego, by the way, or San Francisco, one of the others. I don't know.
That's just a very easy flight from Australia.
I don't think they're flying directly to San Diego, but
well, maybe they'll take some catamarans.
Okay, maybe, yeah. That'd be pretty. I would have to take that too if I was on that long of a flight. Jesus,
just like their ancestors did when they catamaran.
Right.
From Taiwan and Australia up through Polynesia and then found Hawaii, and they never did make that extra leg and go over to. I mean, they got one to Easter Island, but if they made the left turn at Albuquerque, they could have made it to San Diego.
Right.
Instead, they made a right turn at Albuquerque.
Yeah, no, I do, and it's fascinating because they have all these different things. Hi, Charmaine, how are you?
I believe that's for me.
I said Charmaine. Did I not say Charmaine?
Yeah, but it says hello, Evil Dose. It doesn't say hello, Maddog.
I'm saying hello because I can. I'm
My goodness, wow, power here. Hello, Charmaine. Right. It's nice to be remembered. Hello to you.
So,
how is your lovely daughter?
While we'll wait for the response, I do want to talk about this. The match I'm excited for. I think Roman's gonna win. Moving on, this is interesting because I don't know where they're gonna go with this show, and this is where things can take a turn. And I'm gonna have to say if, and I'm just throwing it out there, maybe you put Roman and Bronson reversed like they did, and then after that, possibly you follow it up with these two, maybe, or maybe they even open the show. This is, I believe, it's women's world champion Stephanie Vaquer versus, I think, oh my God, what do they call it? The women's undisputed championship, women's other title championship. I forget what they call it.
Isn't there a women's tag match on this card?
There is. We'll get to that actually, unless you
that will probably be the next match. I think they'll save the title versus title for the end, but
let's run this. This is a tag match. Io and Rhea versus the. I guess they're back. I guess the Kabuki Warriors are a thing again. Haven't watched too much of Raw, but I did watch Raw. Kabuki Warriors are back. So I don't know. This is the thing. How do you make Rhea Ripley lose in Australia? This is what I want to talk to you about, the Evil Dose, right? How do you make Rhea bloody freaking Ripley lose in Australia? I don't think she's gonna.
Some hijinks, some miscommunication between her and Io, and missed in the face. And it's pretty easy to make it happen. You think? I mean, WWE has never really protected the hometown hero from losses. In fact, sometimes they exploit the losses just to get the outrage and to control the. I mean, I don't listen. If this was I don't really
over. She's just so over in Australia. Yeah. It's wild. Like, she was on the kickoff show the other day. I was watching, what was it, Wednesday night? They had that big kickoff thing. She came out Oh my Lord. It was
Yeah,
wow.
but she's so over that she doesn't need to win. It's a tag team match. Would I be surprised if they faces win? No, of course not. But I think that the heels are going to, and it's a perfect way for there to reignite the EO Rhea thing. Play it until WrestleMania if they need to. Rhea has never beaten EO. EO turns devious again. I don't know, but. And then you can move the Kabuki Warriors into going for the women's tag team champions because there are no viable contenders. It's not even really a viable championship team. So, to keep them relevant. So I'm going to go with the heels.
The Kabuki Warriors. Yeah.
The Kabuki Warriors.
I have to say, now I'm starting to agree with you, but I feel like how does Rhea Ripley lose in Australia when she's so? It's just, I agree there could be some shenanigans, but also there's a lot of everyone saying that even with the Kabuki Warriors are going to break up and Asuka should go solo to go after Stephanie and all this other stuff, all this crazy nonsense, right?
She's like 97 years old. How about this? EO is poised to do something spectacular to win. Asuka missed her, and so in her thing she hits Rhea Ripley. Right. So Rhea Ripley doesn't get missed, but she takes the loss. I mean, obviously Kairi can eat pins.
Yeah, and if we're talking about it, which we are, Rhea Ripley's not getting pinned. If anything, I think EO. You're right. I think EO would get pinned over Rhea because they would have to protect Rhea in some capacity. I mean, if they don't win, that's what I have to say. I have them winning, but if they don't win, how do you protect the biggest face you have right now besides Bianca, right? And Bianca's not even there right now because she's still hurt, if I'm not mistaken. So
it also sets up the next women's title match where the title's not going to change. It's say like Royal Rumble, and let's just assume Asuka gets the pin on Io Sky. Then she has the claim that so Io versus Asuka Royal Rumble, and Io gets her win back. But Rhea Ripley wins the Royal Rumble.
I see that. I could see that actually happening. That is a really good a prediction there for this match. What's the match you want to talk about next? There's a couple more matches we got going on here. There's this card really hasn't done it for me lately. WWE has not. I enjoyed WrestlePalooza when I watched it, but I don't know, man. NXT's just been so fire lately,
I love NXT. I love NXT. I love the stuff with AAA. I love the stuff with TNA. I love LFG. I've even been watching Evolve. I don't really love Evolve, but I do it.
I saw the girl from Evolve actually left. Two girls from Evolve left. Zeta Steele and Kylie Ray actually just left. Kylie is off having a baby, and Zeta Steele said yesterday she's not going to renew her contract. So
a few people they did not renew Stevie Turner. They didn't renew Draco Knox. They didn't renew Vaquer. I'm sure there's going to be a bunch. I mean, listen, folks.
I was surprised with a lot of names when I saw it. And then Santos Escobar, of course, he got renewed. I'm not sure if you know about that, but surprisingly, in a shocking twist of fate, after all the wrestling dirt sheets that he was going to AEW, re-signs with WWE 24 hours later. Crazy. I wanted to make sure I corrected myself from the other night when I was on the NXT show where he said he's going to AEW. So now I want to get on here and say, no, he's not re-signed with WWE. So what do you want to talk about next, man? Open the floor.
Oh, well, what is the non-main event men's match? Because that'll be what's on next.
Which one's that? I guess the AJ and John, right? Right?
Yeah, AJ,
this match talking about? Yeah. Okay. I'm excited for this match. Out of all the matches on this card, I'm going to take it down so they see your lovely faces. This is the match I'm most excited for. And this match wasn't even going to happen, I heard. If those, dirt sheets, as you guys call them, are right. This match was not supposed to happen, but because the internet wrestling community freaked out and said, we want this match, Triple H is giving this match to us tomorrow morning, 8 in the morning.
That's how those things work. Sure.
Always. Triple H say, you want something? Oh, except for carrying Cross. You can't get him back as much as I want him to come back.
Oh no, I know exactly when Cross tripped up, and everyone else does too, because you saw it and you thought it was a promo, but or that he was shooting, and he said it was a promo, but it felt like a shoot, and Triple H agreed it was a shoot, and he basically gave him cold shoulder until 48 hours before, and said, "Here's the contract. What about Scarlett? We'll talk about her afterwards." It's like literally saying, don't call us, we'll call you.
He's still claiming. I just want to throw this out there before we get to the Cena versus AJ thing, right? Because we got to get to that. But he's still claiming everything is a work. He said it on the podcast I was listening to the other day. He said that everything is still a work, but they would love to go over to AEW if they have the chance to. And they would remain there apparently, but I don't know, man. It's pretty convincing. Work or not work, he's at House of Glory tonight, and that I heard that's a huge show and that's a huge big thing. So
he's going to be on MLW. I mean, I don't know. That could be just for one show and one taping, but
GCW too, I believe.
I truly believe that he thought during that promo that he was working. He thought it was a work shoot, like a pipe bomb kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that he believed that he told whoever was high enough up the food chain that and had tacit approval to do it. And I'm sure it's a misunderstanding. Nevertheless, it is what it is. And I mean, sure, why wouldn't you want to go to AEW? It's the only other place that pays you a living wage where you don't have to work any place else. But if you want to, you can probably work some fair amount of other places as well. But he'll probably pop up in NWA. He'll probably be doing like the Hammerstone thing. He'll do this, do that.
I can see TNA as well. A lot of people say he can go to TNA. I can see that.
I don't think TNA is going to be hiring anyone that it's not good blood between on WWE side of the equation.
Yeah. That's possible. That is possible. Anyway, going back to this match between AJ and Cena, we wanted it. We got it. What do you think? Woo! The final showdown, between both men, supposedly.
I don't remember too many of their other showdowns, to be frank with you. So I'm not that invested in this match. But
that's because I guess they weren't that memorable, right? I don't know. Will this one be? I hope so. I don't know.
But they've already botched this Cena retirement tour so much. Having him lose not once but twice. And then The Rock boobing up the heel turn. Nobody thinks it was The Rock. Yeah, The Rock boobed it up, and then Cena sort of wanted to do it halfway by wearing the jorts and still selling merch.
Bad.
Cena's not losing another match. He's not losing to AJ Styles. So, I'm sorry. I know that some people think that AJ Styles is the best wrestler in the world, and he may well be, but he's not beating Cena in Australia at a PLE where people paid
on Cena's retirement tour, nonetheless. Yeah.
Right, and it's the second show where people are paying ESPN $30 a month to watch the show in the US, and other people are paying
ESPN.
Netflix.
It's so weird, man. I saw a tweet today. I follow Disney Plus, because of Daredevil, and I love all that Marvel stuff. And it's so weird, man, to see Disney Plus promoting WWE. Like, the world we're living in is just wild. I was like, mine was blown today when I saw it. I was like, what are we doing here? Like, wow, like Disney's literally promoting the WWE. Like, that's wild, man.
Of all things in the world, Disney's the one that makes the most sense. They've got theme parks, they've got theme restaurants.
I'm just saying, it's crazy.
They can sell merch up the wazoo.
WWE. That's wild.
There's going to be a WWE shop in every Disney location on Earth.
Yeah, dude. There was one over here by me, freaking packed to all high hell. The freaking line wrapped around the whole goddamn mall twice. Now, my mom was nice.
Was Joey Ryan working there?
We went and did this for SummerSlam back in August. I went to SummerSlam, and I had my mom go up to the guard up front And I said, I'm ADA, I have a back stim, blah, blah. They let me right in. They said, here, go right ahead, go right in. So the SummerSlam store or, WWE pop-up shops do take ADA passes, which is kind of nice, honestly, because that line was so big, I wasn't getting in and standing online forever. So I'm glad we had, they do that. But like going back to this match, like you said, man, John Cena's gonna win. There's no doubt in my mind.
I agree.
I mean, you really think AJ Styles has a chance in Perth, Australia, on John Cena's retirement tour?
No, AJ Styles is 46. I mean,
he's
if Cena wants to lose matches, he should lose the matches to Obafemi and Trick Williams and Tavion Heights, and people are on their way up.
I like those guys, by the way. Shout out to those guys.
I'm only naming people that everybody should like, because I only like winners.
No, Trick Williams, TNA champion, Tavion Heights. I still say future NXT champion. I was saying that on Tuesday night on the NXT review. Should go check them out. Like I said, man, absolutely. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is we're going to actually probably run this commercial real quick because we only got a couple more matches. So I want to get this in here. Where the hell is it? Do I have it here?
They paid a lot for this spot. The commercial.
I do have it.
Huge ad revenue here at UPR.
Yes, we do. We will be right back to finish this predictions and prophecies show. Here we go. On that real quick, and that's right, we are doing the Wrestle Cruise, I believe it is. I gotta get the picture up here. Like I said, you bear with me here, where this will be. Join us on April 17th through the 20th for a WrestleMania cruise get together on the Margaritaville at Sea. It's gonna be a fun time. We're hopefully all going to be there, so please hit any of our hosts up for that. Very, very excited for that.
Murder at sea.
Yes.
There's no murder in international waters.
Dun, dun, dun. Yes, sir. Had to promote that.
Will the Trump administration pull up the boat?
Get that in there tonight. Very important.
Will we reap Hellfire missile? So is this like the Jericho cruise? Is that what's happening?
I don't know exactly all the details, but I know that
the David's friends from wrestling school going to show
ceremonies up there, so that's going to be a lot of fun. I mean, the WrestleMania tickets, man, are up to $8,000 right now. So instead, come join us on the Sea, and it's a lot cheaper from what I've been hearing. So there you go.
Yeah, it better be. So are like, are you going to have some wrestling celebrities like the ref David Sanderson and the Storm
will be there.
Ring backstage interviewer and commentary extraordinaire and some of the others. And maybe me.
Me myself. Maybe
I cannot confirm nor deny that I am a member of the Sentai Death Squad in contract.
Okay.
Hell Contra.
Okay. So let's get into the next couple of matches here, and then I'm gonna be off to bed because I got a big day tomorrow, New York Comic Con. I'm trying to try and meet the man, the myth, the legend, Carrie Cross. Gonna try and meet him tomorrow. So we'll see.
We'll say hello to him. Tell him to stop avoiding me.
I will. Apparently a couple guys have been telling me that. Other guys have told me to say hi.
You should talk to me. We have friends in common. Like I'm actually friends with his like two of his closest friends.
That's crazy. Wow. He's a busy man, I guess, at House of Glory tonight. Apparently it's a big show. So
I'm sure he's a busy man. I know he's important and all that, but
I mean, look at the Hardys. The Hardys are at House of Glory tonight with the defending the NXT tag team belts, but
and the TNA belts too, or just the NXT belts are on the line.
I think just the NXT belts. If I'm
wow, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, they won on Tuesday, by the way. It was wild. Anyway, speaking of belts, let's get into the belt match here before we get into the main. Undisputed Women's Champion. I finally got it up on Google here.
How could you not with those two?
Stratton and World Heavyweight Champion Stephanie Vaquer. Throw that
down. I was going to make a joke, and I still will. How can you not get it up with those two? Anyway, Stephanie Vaquer is going to win this match.
100%. There's no doubt in my mind that I don't even know what they call her. They call her the Spanish Devil or something like that because of the horns or something like that. Yeah. La Primavera. That's what they call her. Yes. La Primavera. Yeah, there's no doubt in my mind she's not going to win. She's so over right now. No, look, Tiffany's over too. I want to get into this real quick while we can. Tiffany's pretty much over, but at the same time, Stephanie is way more over right now. It was a smart decision for WWE to put the belt on her.
Well, they also put in all the gas behind her, and they're not going to take the gas off now. Tiffany's had a good run. She's still, the title's not on the line. This is, there's plenty of room for nonsense in this, whether you want to, have Nia Jax and Jade Cargill start fighting and, there or whatever, but it doesn't matter. These matches, you forget who wins them immediately. I mean, last year, didn't Gunther beat Cody? Who cares? Nobody cares.
Yeah. And you know something? This is for the crown jewel. We didn't talk about this, guys. This is for the crown jewel championship, which, by the way, they will get a ring. Cody Rhodes said previous winners keep their rings. For example, Cody Rhodes has 2 rings, looking for his 3rd, which is just absolutely ridiculous.
So it's not like MJF where he's got to win his diamond ring every year.
I don't know if that's because WWE just wants to put him over wherever they go with this, or if that was because of the whole, they were in Saudi Arabia and, he's just so over in Saudi Arabia to make him win. This year, they're not in Saudi. They're in Perth.
I am telling you, they're going to find a real jeweler. So they're going to find a real jeweler to make those rings and sell those goddamn things for like $14,000. They're going to find like a David Yurman or Cartier or something to make those. Tiffany to make those rings. You can get the Tiffany platinum gold one for $36,500.
What?
I'm making this up. I'm just saying. I'm making the prices up. I
was gonna say that's a lot of money if you were right.
Look what they're charging for packages.
$400.
Those are their customers now. Their customers are now the worldwide 1%.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, a belt alone is like $400 freaking dollars. Mine was a gift.
They'll have lower ends. They'll have like 14-karat gold ones. That are. $799 or whatever.
Special.
I know.
It's not a special belt. It's just the blue SmackDown belt that they used to have. Bray Wyatt actually used to have it, but still $400.
How much of those Bray Wyatt? How much of those Bray Wyatt title belts going for now?
A Thanksgiving Day, sales during that whole weekend, during the Thanksgiving sales weekend. So, they got a good deal on it, but still though, they're too much money. I agree. But yeah, I agree. They should make the rings. I don't have a picture of the rings. You guys can just Google it if you want. But that's what they're fighting for. Liv Morgan has hers from last year. Cody still has his. He actually forgot to wear it on the Pat McAfee show. I was watching it the other day. He was on Pat McAfee. He said, "Oh, I forgot to wear it. I'm sorry, blah, blah." So, but he's fighting for a 3rd. But yeah, once again, bringing this back up, Stephanie wins. And like you said, possibly some shenanigans going on here. And I kind of like that. So now, finally, on to the main event. I think it's the main event. If I got anything else wrong, or if I forgot any of the other matches, my apologies. If no, maybe you can correct me. I don't think I did. I think I have them all here. This is it. They're finally fighting, and I do not know why they're fighting each other. There's really no story behind the fighting, but You got Cody Rhodes, who was just on SmackDown an hour ago, talking, trash to Seth Rollins, freaking Rollins, champion versus champion, as Pat McAfee would say. And yeah, okay. For the Crown Jewel Championship, by the way. And ring. What do you think?
Seth will win this match. He lost to Cody 3 times straight. His little crew is the whole thing. They're going to be coming off a loss, so there'll be some shenanigans. I know some people think it's Brock. Makes sense. I really think that. I mean,
I would like to see that Brock and Cody maybe. Ooh.
Well, we already saw Brock and Cody 3 times, but yeah, it's a different story.
You know what I mean? Again, you know how WWE loves to recycle stories. I mean, look at Bronson and Roman, for example. Recycled story.
I would prefer to see Omos be the one who joins the Vision, because he would actually make it feel like it's big time, because he's gigantic and what a presence, and they're doing nothing with him. But though he was at an NXT show earlier this week, so the chances of being shipped to Australia are unlikely, but not impossible.
That could be. They could do anything. I mean,
that could have been an okie doke. That could have been a bait and switch. But whatever it is, by hook or by crook, Seth Rollins wins the match. And
I have to agree with you. There's no way in hell Cody Rhodes is gonna win 3 times in a row. Why would they do this? Why would they give Cody 3 of these rings? It makes no sense.
Right, he already forgot one. It tells you how important it is to him. I would not be surprised if Roman Reigns and CM Punk doesn't make the rescue. And we might see AJ Lee also having to add in the rescue with Becky Lynch.
CM Punk, I could see showing up. Honestly, the dispute him and Seth. I have been watching a little bit of Raw when I can. When Monday Night Football is not a good game on, and when it's a blowout, I'll turn Raw on, and I will see CM Punk bitching about Seth. So Punk can show up, and I don't see why Punk wouldn't show up.
I don't see why he wouldn't show up at a PLE. That's when you want all of your biggest stars to be there on ESPN.
That is true.
They want all of the faces to be there, so ESPN knows all the stars are going to be there on the shows, and so the crowds internationally know they're going to get all of the stars. Even if they don't get a big card, they're going to see moments. That's what Triple H is. So at the end, despite Cody Rhodes leaving, you're going to see Cody, Punk, Roman, and possibly AJ Lee standing in tall in the ring.
There's your War Games team.
I wouldn't even be.
There's Team WWE, the fight team Seth Rollins. Yeah,
if The Rock wasn't there as well as the counter to.
I don't know if they're gonna get The Rock there. There's rumors he might show up to Survivor Series, but I don't know about tomorrow.
Maybe he wants a vacation. Maybe he wants to go to Perth.
I heard he was filming Jumanji 3. I think that's the 3rd one now. I think they did 2 Jumanjis. I could be wrong, but I heard he was filming Jumanji 3. Now that's
I'm sure he needs a break from Kevin Hart.
Dillon is here in New York for Comic-Con. If they are filming Jumanji 3, that's weird because Karen Gillan was here today at Comic-Con, and then she left today, I guess, to go back to film Jumanji 3. I wish she was going to be there tomorrow, but she's not.
But I'm not saying that he's not filming it. I'm just saying that not everybody is there all the time when things are being. They know what scenes. That's what that little thing is when they cut. They have an order of scenes they're going to film, which are not necessarily chronological to the movie, and they try to work around people's schedules to get that in. So anyway. Look, I'm just saying, if they want a big moment at the end, right before Survivor Series, there's your big 4 plus. I don't think it's gonna be an intergender Survivor Series, but if it was, then you have that too. But anyway, Seth Rollins wins, but there'll be an explosion at the end to make the crowd end happy.
Who's Team Seth then? We're gonna call it out early. This is a prediction show after all. Who do you think, we know Team WWE, it's going to be AJ, Seth, Cody, all them possibly. Some people say maybe even Randy Orton instead of AJ. I could see that possibly too.
Sure.
Throwing Randy Orton out there, but showing up possibly. They got him out there maybe for the end of the CM Punk. But, who's Team Seth besides the guys he's got, besides Reed and Breaker, the only two ones I know? What, we're going to have Brock Lesnar and Seth Rollins work together? I mean, that would be the biggest mind blow in history. I mean, wow.
Sure. Seth Rollins and Brock Lesnar will work
Cody
together.
And Paul and Brock talked. I don't know if you saw that little thing, but they talked a while back. So
yeah, sure, they've got history. It's fine. Yeah, I think Brock makes a lot of sense. And of course, I still want Omos. Or if you want to have a young guy in there, and someone who needs something, but they don't quite know what to do with him. Austin Theory, you just can't have him be the first to lose. You can't Miles Bourne him like they did on NXT. But Miles Bourne's a 0, and Austin Theory is not a 0.
Yeah. Hey, don't be messing with young Randy over there. Love young Randy.
He is not young Randy.
They call him young Randy.
He is. I don't know who calls him young Randy, but they all need to stop.
Everybody, the internet wrestling community, go look it up. It's a whole thing.
The guy is 5'10" or whatever. Randy is 6'5". They should all shut up.
I know, but everybody says he looks like Randy Orton. Everyone calls
one guy is 290, the other guy is 190.
Go look it up. So look it up.
I know what they say. I'm just saying
it's out there in
the
wrestling community.
Listen, this is supposed to be a show for smart wrestling fans, not ones that call Miles Bourne young Randy.
That's what they're calling him. I call him that too. Everyone calls him young Randy.
We'll cut it out.
And I believe he's also dating Stephanie Vaquer as well, from what I've heard.
He is. In real life, he's not a 0, but as far as a future in wrestling, 0. Absolute 0.
Maybe you think so. I like Miles Bourne. I think he's got talent there. Maybe not as talented as Tavion Heights or Javon Evans.
1,000 people who are 185 pounds that have talent. Big deal. Who cares?
Right. Like I said,
what there aren't is a whole lot of guys who are 250 that have talent. That's what people pay to see.
Yeah, this is very interesting. I don't know if they're going to get somebody else like Brock, or if you're right, maybe they will call somebody up to be part of Team Seth, but somebody has to be part of Team Vision. I just don't know what's going to be. But I'm excited for that.
I don't think they can call anybody up for this spot. I think they need this. They need it to be short-footed. Has been in this kind of situation before. This is not someplace where you throw Obafemi or even a Trick Williams or that's the reward for Santos Escobar. No, you don't. This has to be
another wild card to this. Santos Escobar could possibly join Team Seth as well. I mean,
he could possibly. He could, and listen, he's good enough to do it, but
yes,
that's like a WWE equivalent of AEW having Lacey Lane answer Monet's challenge on Dynamite Title Tuesday. It would be a big thud of dud. No, Brock Lesnar is the explosion. Almost would be shock value. The only thing that might be different would be bigger would be if you brought in someone from the past. No, and this is not going to happen, and it's absurd.
Right.
But it would. You'd be better off bringing back Ryback than putting Santos Escobar.
I don't think Ryback's coming back as much as
no, he is not. The point is just this. This is what that's the kind of thing they're looking for, not a guy that was just, hey, he want too much money, so they said, okay, you can walk, and then a couple days later, he's like, you know what, you'll give me more money, and you'll treat me better. Yeah, we'll treat you better. Okay. No,
I think they need a big star. I really do. I think they need somebody big. Obviously, it's not Cross. Cross is here in New York this weekend, so it's not going to be him as much as I wish it was.
Dirty Dom.
But like I said, it has to be Brock Lesnar. All roads lead to Brock Lesnar, and then at War Games, you get the whole Brock Team Vision with Brock and them versus Team WWE with Cody and them, and then you can lead that off to Brock and Cody again, going into Rumble season at the Rumble in Saudi. Brock Lesnar, Cody Rhodes for the Undisputed title. I can see that a lot going on. Yeah, I can. I can see it in my head. I can picture the whole thing.
So you
I
have
should write
the
stories,
vision. You have the vision.
I do. On the Predictions and Prophecies show, nonetheless. Do you have anything else to add, Evil Dose, before we wrap up and get on out of here and I go to bed because I gotta wake up at like 6:30, go to Comic-Con in the morning?
Not a goddamn thing. Have fun at Comic-Con.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Very, very excited this year. A lot of wrestlers, Darby and Cross and Art Cassidy and John Moxley, everybody. It's gonna be a party. So all right, guys, we're gonna wrap it up here on the Predictions Prophecy. So that is my special co-host for this show, Evil Dose. Thank you for joining me again, man. I appreciate you filling in for Big Daddy Cool. Hopefully you can come back on here another time and do this again. This was a lot of fun.
You're welcome. Everyone's welcome. Big Daddy Cool, you lazy bum, probably sleeping.
Yeah, he's going to Comic-Con too. I tried messaging him. I said, "Hey man, so let me know about Comic-Con. I'll try and meet you in person." He never got back to me. So hopefully he gets back to me in the morning when I'm at the Javits Center. But guys,
I have a tracker on his phone. I'll send it to you. Don't worry.
Yeah. Thanks. I appreciate that. But like I said, guys, we're gonna wrap this up. This has been Predictions and Prophecy Show. I'm Maddog. That's Evil Dose. We're going to get out of here. I'm going to get to bed. Peace out, everybody. See you for War Games. See you for War Games, everyone. Peace out.
Stay with my friends.